Cell phones off, bitches. It's movie time.
Hello again, friends. It's Randy Peterson. Watch this gate. I'm going to open this shit with my mind. Now, as promised, today I'm going to be showing you all how to locate and access any merchant chest in the game with a simple formula. And sorry about this loading screen. I overlooked it in my editing process, and I'm not going back to take it out, so it's just going to have to fucking stay in here. But as you all saw, we are at the College of Winterhold, and more specifically, the Hall of Attainment. Now, I'm doing this here because I actually need to show someone a Thieves Guild fence chest, and there's one located here, but it's worth a mention for everybody else too. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video, we will need a few items to pull this off. The first thing we will need are a few do not delete chests, which I will show you as soon as I remember my alphabet. Yes, Randall, D comes after C. So do not delete chest. Here we are. Now these items are unique in the fact that when you drop them, they are not affected by gravity. As you see there, it's hanging in midair. Much like the paintbrushes do from Oblivion for all you old school Elder Scrolls fans. But also worth making a note, no matter how you pick up these do not delete chests, they are tagged as stolen. So do it from a sneaking or a crouching position. If you don't, you will incur a 100 gold bounty in whatever hold you are in. Second item you'll need is a plate, platter, or bowl, whichever you're most comfortable with to get through a wall. If you watch my other videos, you know that I use platters, but it doesn't matter. And finally, you'll need the first word of the slow time shout. It is T'd for those of you who are nerds like me and like to speak the dragon language to the Connect. And as you saw, I have all three unlocked, but you only need one. So let's get this party underway. Grab your plate, platter, or bowl, place it against the wall, and use your slow time shout and sprint through the wall. Now as soon as you are through the wall, look down, and the only way you're really going to know that you're looking down is because your hand shows up in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, as you can see through the item menu. And as soon as you are looking down, bring up your item menu and drop a do not delete chest. You will land on it because, as I said, they float. So, as I'm sure you have all figured out, this is how you locate the merchant chest. But if you'll notice, I am not close enough to activate it. Wow, I just made quotes with my fingers like you guys can fucking see them. Anyway, it would be pertinent at this time to go ahead and make sure that your autosave on wait option is enabled in your settings menu, and I'll explain that in a second. But if you'll go ahead and look down facing towards the merchant chest that we can't reach and drop another do not delete chest, and then use your slow time shout and jump to it. And it's hard to do without the slow time shout, but it is possible. It's just better that way in my opinion. You can try it without if you want, but then we will wait for an hour, and this auto saves. And the reason that is important is twofold. One, waiting resets your shout timer. You don't have to wait for it anymore. And secondly, it auto saves. And when you see me try to jump to this box next time, you will see why that is important. Because if you've been down here for 15 minutes and then do one of these and miss the box a little bit, you will slide off and it will really chap your ass because you just wasted all that time. But as you'll notice, I am looking down when I drop these do not delete chests, and the reason I'm doing that is because if you're looking straight ahead or only slightly down or whatever, you will drop it higher than you can actually jump, and that will also cause you to slide off when you try to jump onto it. So it's just a good idea. It's something you're going to have to get a feel for, pretty much just trial and error, and eventually you will get the hang of it. This really isn't the easiest thing in the world. I'm not claiming it is. This is just a simple formula to help you, and it's got that autosave cushion on it, so that's good. But as you can see, I am actually close enough now to rob this motherfucker blind of all the shit in his merchant chest. So that is precisely what I will do now. But if you all will recall at the beginning of this video, I was talking about a Thieves Guild fence chest. That's actually the chest in the foreground immediately to the right of the one that I just robbed. So I'm going to go there now and just show that it is labeled differently. I was having a talk with some guy on YouTube about it. I don't know if it has any separate practical applications, but it might, because the merchant that we are actually, these are his two chests. He sells regular items and Thieves Guild fence items, so I don't know. Like I said, that might have some practical application. Don't know yet, but I will try to figure it out. See, there's labeled differently. Now, I know this whole process was kind of long and drawn out, so just let me run very quickly back over the steps and make sure I got them all mentioned. What you're going to do is first press your plate or platter up against the wall and use your slow time shout, and while that's active, sprint through the wall. As soon as you can, look down and open your item menu and drop a do not delete chest. Next, you will wait for 1 hour, which effectively auto saves and resets your shout timer. At which point you can face the merchant chest you're trying to get to, and while looking down, drop another do not delete chest, then do your slow time shout and jump to that new chest. Then turn around, and as soon as the eye goes away and you're not detected, you can grab your first do not delete chest. So just rinse and repeat that until you get to your desired merchant chest. Now, I know I was talking while this was going on, but the way you get out from behind the wall is to just look down and take the do not delete chest that you're standing on. That will let you fall until you can't fall anymore, and then it drops you back outside the wall in normal game bounds. So again, I know this was kind of complicated. If you have any questions, just post them in the comments and I'll be glad to try to help you. Now I'm fast running out of shit to make videos on, so for the next few I'm just going to go around to all the different cities and show you where I like to get through the wall to the merchant chest, and probably what the merchants themselves have in the inventories, and I'll let this whole process play and fast forward while I talk about all that shit. So as always guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.